I'd like now to introduce Paul Farrell, who's the chairman of the Chiari Sringamalia Foundation, and is one of the reasons why we're here tonight.
I'm going to back up a little bit. That's good. Perfect. Good. Thank you, Fraser. On behalf of the Chiari and Sringamalia Foundation, welcome to the 6th Annual Night of Light Children's Gala. As Fraser mentioned, I'm Paul Farrell. I am the chairman of CSF. Thank you for being here with us tonight. I'd also like to welcome our honored guests this evening, Ms. Roseanne Cash and Dr. Russell Patterson, and Ambassador Mike Moore, who unfortunately could not be with us at last minute. Also tonight, I'd like you to welcome Mr. Adam Korn from CSF's Board of Trustees, and Drs. Fraser Henderson, Hal Ricate, Miles Kobe, and Petra Klinge from our Scientific, Educational, and Advisory Board. I'd also like to take a quick moment to thank Fraser and his wife Becky for all the work they do with our steering committee in helping us bring this night to the wonderful event that it is. Finally, I'd also like you to join us in welcoming the women who keep CSF running. We have tonight with us Andrea Gross and Caitlin Esposito from our office, and of course, Dorothy Poppy, our executive director. I'd like to take a few moments to update you on our progress in the past year. In terms of education, CSF continues to host free educational lectures for patients and physicians. To date, we have hosted over 200 lectures at 25 national and international venues. Each of these lectures have been recorded and uploaded to our website, and we're very proud to inform you that these videos have been viewed by almost 500,000 people in over 144 countries around the world. Thank you. It is a big part of what we do, and it brings a lot of education, a lot of awareness to people all over the world. We also hosted 2 major medical events this year, the Think Tank in Washington, D.C., and the CSF Colloquium in New Orleans. From lectures presented at the Colloquium, 2 books have been published, which kind of put all of the most important lectures on paper, and it's available for anyone to read. Regarding our chapters, we now have 30 chapters in 28 states, and we're working to grow this number both in the U.S. and internationally. As far as awareness goes, in 2015, CSF held 50 United Night Walks around the country, drawing over 2,000 participants and raising over $120,000. In April of 2016, we have a 5K run planned for Las Vegas. For you marathoners, Phil. CSF also continues to hold its 4 signature fundraising events: our Charity Ball Casino Night in March on Staten Island, the Bobby Jones Classic Golf Tournament at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta each May, the Dinner Dance for a Cure in Cleveland in October, and tonight's Night of Light Children's Gala. If you'd like more information on those events, you can visit our website, and all the information is posted there. In regards to research, in July, CSF hosted the 3rd CSF Hydrodynamics Symposium in Amiens, France, featuring 25 speakers from around the world, including Dr. Thomas Brinker, who is a keynote speaker and is with us here tonight. We've partnered with the Brown University Institute of Brain Science, which received a $1 million grant for a research project regarding controlling the production of cerebrospinal fluid in the brain, and to open a CSF research center. This is under the direction of one of our C-Board members, Dr. Petra Klinge, who's with us here tonight as well. We also partnered with Johns Hopkins University on a continuing medical education program, which is headed by the vice chairman of our C-Board committee, Dr. Mark Luciano. And we have partnered with St. Louis Children's Hospital involving a $2.8 million grant to study Chiari decompression surgeries. This will be conducted at 35 medical institutions and is headed by Dr. David Limbrick, a member of our C-Board, and Dorothy Poppy sits on the board for this project. In addition, we're very proud to introduce our most ambitious project to date, the International Registry Project, which will enable doctors to better define Chiari malformation, and which will eventually lead to better diagnoses, better surgical options, better instrumentation, and better outcomes. This project is already in its second year with CSF staff and members, and members of the CSF C-Board writing what the NIH calls common data elements, common data instruments, and clinical research forms for both CM and SM. We have collaborated with 35 medical institutions nationally and have representation from 10 countries worldwide for this project. The next step in the project is to design an international registry database, including all of those elements. And in regards to that registry project, we're waiting on a PCORI grant, which is a Patient-Centered Outcomes Research Initiative grant for funding. And we're also in the process of seeking private donors for this important project. Please contact our office for further information and if you have any information for us. And finally, we've completed our Children's Handicap Accessible Golf Cart project with Georgia Tech University, which we discussed at last year's gala down in Washington, D.C. This project won first place in the Georgia Tech Capstone Engineering Competition and beat out over 100 other engineering projects. And we are currently meeting with EasyGo Corporation, which is a manufacturer of golf carts, to bring this cart to golf courses to enable children who are handicapped to enjoy golf. CSF is proud to be the preeminent charitable organization for Chiari malformation, syringomyelia, and related disorders. And we're the only charitable Chiari, syringomyelia, and related disorders organization that has met the standards of the Better Business Bureau, the GuideStar Gold Foundation, and the Health on the Net organization. We're very proud of our projects and our progress that we've made in the last year, none of which could be done without your support. I'd like to thank everyone again for joining us tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.